So you just got the LG G6 and you realize that there's a lot going on with this phone. Well, we've got 10 tips and tricks to help you get the most out of this device. Let's get started. There are many ways that you can unlock a phone, but LG phones have a unique thing called NOT code. So if we go into the settings and we go to lock screen, we're going to select a screen lock. Now there's one in here called NOT code. Now what this does is it's kind of like the pattern unlock, but instead of drawing a pattern, you're going to tap a pattern on your phone. So we go and we're going to do this. You have to do 6 taps in 3 quarters. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that will work. See if I can remember it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Confirm. So now if I want to unlock the phone, I'm going to see this little quadrant here. And there you go. If you don't have a smartwatch, you probably check your phone a lot for notifications and the time and stuff like that. There's a feature called Always On Display that can have that information on the display so you can see it without actually unlocking your phone. So we're going to go to Display, Always On Display. We're going to turn that on, and you can choose what you want to have on there. So digital clock, analog clock, or a signature. I'm going to go with the digital clock. You can have it turn off like at night so that it's not illuminating your bedroom while you're trying to sleep. And when you turn off your display, you can see it there. It's very dim and it doesn't use up a ton of battery, but it does have an effect on your battery life. So keep that in mind. If you want to take a screenshot of something or an image you want to draw on, there's a tool called Capture Plus. And so if I tap Capture Plus, it's going to take a shot of whatever is on my display at that time. So here's just a screenshot. And now I can draw all over that with a bunch of different tools, different pens and stuff like that. And then I can also put notes on this. So it'll open up a text here. And now I can put notes in the bottom of this. And then I can save it, and it's just a cool way to take notes on something, annotate a screenshot, stuff like that. Cool little feature that you can do called Capture Plus. If you feel like the UI is a little bit too big, or maybe it's too small, you can go into the settings, and in the display settings, there's something called display size, and this allows you to adjust basically how things are displayed. So right now I have it on the medium setting, but if I go over to here, you can see that it's going to make the icons really big. If I go over, and it changed the UI instantly, so you can kind of watch these navigation buttons at the bottom. When I go to the very big setting, see how much bigger they get, so they're easier to press, easier to see. If I go all the way to the small one, they're smaller, and I can get more on the screen. I like to stick with the middle option, but you can choose whatever you like. If we pull down the notification bar twice, we have all these quick toggles where you could do things like turn off Wi-Fi, turn on the flashlight, tons of cool things. You can even download toggles from the Play Store to put in here, but you can also edit it. So if I tap the edit button, I can drag and drop things into the top section here, and then they will instantly be there. And it has more than one page, so you can put a bunch of these on. You can also tap this little 3-dot menu icon and put things in here like volume. So now I have the volume in there. I can also see we have volume and brightness, but you can take that out again. And there you go. That's how to organize all the quick settings. So the tools that you need are right here, just a tap away. Now by default, the lock screen has a couple of shortcuts on the bottom here. We have phone and camera, but you can actually add more. So if we go into the settings and we go to lock screen, shortcuts, and here you can see there's 5 spots for you to put shortcuts. So all you have to do is tap on one of these spots. It's going to bring up all the apps that you have on your phone. So maybe I'll put Gmail there. If you want to change one of the preset ones, just tap on that and you can choose a different one. And now when I go to the lock screen, Gmail is right in the center there, and I can launch that simply by dragging it up. The G6 has an 18:9 display. It's taller than a regular display. And one of the things they've done to take advantage of that is they have a square mode in the camera. So we can switch to square right here. And what this does is it puts the viewfinder on the top half of the display, and then the previewed images show up on the bottom. So put something in the back to take a picture of here, snap a photo of that, and now we have the preview right here, and it stays there until I take a new picture. And so these photos are perfect for Instagram, obviously, since they're square, but it's also just a cool way to see images in the preview below, and you can kind of like compare as you're taking a new photo. So it's called square mode, kind of useful if you're into that type of thing. So sticking with the camera here, there's a way that you can take selfies by using your voice. So go into the settings, and you'll see cheese shutter. Make sure you have that toggled on, and it actually just did it right there as I was talking. But I can say something like cheese, smile, whiskey. So there are a couple different trigger words, and it does work on the rear camera as well. Cheese. So just a cool way to take a picture without actually touching your phone. LG has even more shortcuts with the volume button. So if you scroll down in the settings to shortcut keys, you can do things with the volume up and volume down button. So just toggle that on. The volume up key twice will launch the Capture Plus, which I showed you earlier. And tapping the volume down twice will quickly launch the camera. So if I turn the phone off and I do volume down twice, we go right into the camera. And we can do that again with the volume up twice, launch right into a quick capture note. So that's kind of a nifty thing. And last but not least, make sure you download the Forums for Android app. You've got all your Android news in one place. And when you download the app, it'll automatically detect that you have the G6. It'll add you to that forum. And then in here, there's a bunch of users of the G6. And there's LG G6 news, articles. People are asking for help, sharing experiences. It's a good community for LG G6 users. So make sure you join that and join the conversation. And that's our tips for this video, but we have a much longer list of over 40 tips written up on Fandroid. Check the description for the link for that, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.